Another thing I find in these cemeteries is beauty. See this stone right here before us? That's a work of art. Just look at that, and imagine what it took to make that. I mean, that is just great. This poor person was born January 3rd, 1837, and they died in 1898. That stone is spectacular. And see, if that one first name's Greaves, and does it not look like that statue on top is grieving? You know, kind of ironic. And I really was coming down here to show you this angel up here, but look at this cross. It's like a wooden cross, so I'm sure this is another one of those Woodman of the World things. And in fact, there's another one right back there too. So I wanted to show you that, and then we'll just keep going and look at some other things. You see this? There's a Sala. They put a statue of Jesus, what's supposed to be a representation of Jesus, on top of this gravestone. And just because that happens doesn't mean you go to heaven, okay? So just something to think about. And then look at this one. Looks like an old Roman family, does it not? And it says on it, Tremonti family, in memory of our mother. But that's I can't imagine what something like that would cost. And so the people who would do that, I mean, that's great love and respect for somebody. That's the back of the angel that we looked at. And this is another one of these crosses that looks like wood right there. And then that one that says mother right there, it's got a neat shape to it, like that slant up to the top. And then right down here is supposedly another representation of Jesus on a grave that says read. And he's holding up 2 fingers for some reason. I'll show you. His index and middle finger. Don't know what it means. I doubt it has any meaning. But let's go on down through here and take a look. Umbrella, Jack, and Francis. And again, I'm assuming that's supposed to be Jesus and holding a little kid. At least he's got shorter hair on that one, so a little closer to accurate. Right over here across from it, I just wanted to show you this one again. See, it's like it's draped with like a curtain or something. And it's got an urn that's covered up there at the top of it too. So I just wanted to show you that. So we'll keep on going and see what else we can find in here. John A. Saunders Jr. He was born September 27th of 1841, and he died in what looks like to be August 14th of 1852. So he was 10 years old. Now there's some other people on this side. Emma, and 1860 to 1861, barely over a year old. Okay, I guess maybe that's what some of those are on the ground there are for. There's no name over here, so pretty wild. Alright, well, let's keep going and see what else we can find. Alright, so you know I have to bring you this one, J. Grasso family. That's a pretty neat thing. It goes to definitely a lot of expense, no doubt about it. Got columns all around there built into it. Pretty neat. Just while we was here, thought I would come right here and show you this. William Willis. He's a Mason, sadly, but that is a very neat stone. I want to show that to you and just get you a little bit more side view of that one. And then we'll switch over here to Stumer. It's a different type of stone. Bernardine and Carl. It's like 1945 and 1917 is when they died. Alright, we'll keep going and looking. Well, here, before I shut this off, oh, that's different right there, you have to admit. Alright, so I brought you those. And this one up here, while I'm walking, you see this up here, it's got 4 columns on the corners. It's got a great big ball on the top of it. Got some inscriptions there. There's a cylinder inside, and here we'll just come right here Hermann Marwitz, born at Berg, Germany, September 30th, 1831, and died November the 11th of 1899. So he died on Veterans Day before there was a Veterans Day. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, this is Gross Marwitz. Alright, we'll just walk on down through here and I'll bring you some more that I find interesting here. Right, now I'm shooting the back of this one right here, made like a stump, sitting on top of a stump down on the ground, or on a log I should say. I just walk around here and it's got something written on it, but honestly I can't read it, not from this distance, and I don't want to step up here where these are. I'm not that disrespectful. So there's that, and it's just a cool thing to see. Okay, so let's keep going and I'll show you some more stuff. But just as I walk by, you see that one? It's somewhat like a pillow. Whitburn, father, mother, John Margaret, 1839, 1905, and 1852 to 1943. So there you go. You can do some math on that. First of all, you check this out. Second Lieutenant Matthew Gingler. He was in Company F, Walls, Texas Legion, CSA. He was born August 15th, 1838, and he died April the 10th, 1869. If you know anything about the Civil War, you know it ended in April of 1865, so he lived 4 years, literally, beyond that. And look at this. They put, obviously, a column up here for him, and look, it's broken. Check that out. So that, at one time, used to sit on there, but now it lays on the ground. So here is a soldier who fought for his country, who lived 4 years after, and who is now buried here in Galveston. That's the kind of history I'm talking about. I mean, you just met that guy, I just met that guy, and I feel like I kind of know him a little bit. So just very much interesting. Okay, thought you'd like that. And here, I'm bringing this one. Look, if you use your imagination a little bit, this is kind of like a castle. Marjorie Walker, I think that says, and the rest of it's hard to read. Our mother, Frances Julia Walker. So you can see this, she's right there. She died in 1919. This one died in 1904. This was the father. Okay, so for 15 years, you see, she lived alone without him. So very interesting. Let's keep going. We'll look at some of these others we see over here. Okay. All right, I wanted to start you with this one. You see there's an urn at the very top, and look at the arch and the columns, everything here. Winnie Bernstein, she died in 1874. Estrella died in 1880. I guess was 3 years old in 1876, it says. And then Pauline here, 1877, 1870. Wow. So something, man, just killed their kids. 2 years apart. That's, wow. Look at this. It's made like a pillow right here. Alright, so you can see there's some different stones here. I wanted to look at this sign. It says Levi Charles Myers Harvey. Yeah, Harvey. September 21st, 1793, December 3rd, 1870. Born in Georgetown, South Carolina. Okay, so there's a whole history, so if you want to pause that and read it, you can. Very interesting. Here we got a little obelisk here. There's a great big obelisk right over there. And then this, look at this. Now this is different. Look at this, it's stacked up 4 layers. And then up at the top, and that's a different shape. And that one's got an urn on top of it, and that's pretty tall. Okay. And you see these right here. So let's try to cover some of these fast, because I still got quite a bit to cover over that way back across the street, whereas we started on that side way at the other end. So you can see there's a lot here. Our sweet little Leah died May 4th, 1886, aged 6 years and 7 months. That should bring a tear to your eye. And look at this. This is Major Leon Dyer. Okay. He was born Feist Emanuel Heim on October 2nd, 1807 in Mainz, Germany. Wow. Okay. So again, boy, it's going to be hard. Let me see. Yeah, right there. So here, if you want to pause this and hopefully get it on a big screen and read it, you can read all about him. And then there's some names up there. Sarah Dyer, Leon Dyer, 1883, 1898. This is a big gigantic stone. And then that other big obelisk there. That one says the lion. That's pretty cool. And then we're almost down here to the fence that you can see. Here's a pretty big stone. It says Weinberger. That's what that says. They're hard to see, honestly, for me. But oh, and even that. Look at that. That's different. Henry Gus, 1832 to 1905, and 1876 1932. So yeah, so I guess their wives, husbands, and all are actually buried right here, right in this plot of land. Alright, so we'll just walk right down here, take a look at some of these very quickly. That you can see that stone, that's definitely different as well. And all of these. So, and right down here is another one that's made like a stump of a tree right there. You can see, and again, the carving is so good. That's got a little squirrel on it. And yeah, right there's the car. I'm right where I parked at, actually. So we'll walk back through here. We'll go to the other side and we'll look at some of those bigger ones over there. And then I'll finally get to wrap this up. So I'm sure there's going to be a minimum of a 2-part video. Alright, I'm back across the street, and this one here says Nelson. That's his name. That's cool. So I think it's just a family plot here. Kind of neat. Got this building right here. Big palm tree, so you can hear the noise it's making. So I'm not sure what this building is. You can see here's a couple of headstones right here. Just leaned right up against it. Just go back and show you the building this way. You can see the whole thing there. And that urn there is broken off. And then you can see, I mean, that's a very neat one right back there. And somebody here holding a cross, looking up towards the sky. It's under Puppo, P-U-P-P-O. Got John B. Puppo right there. You should not making that name up. So there you go. There's that. We got an obelisk right here. And that over there. And there's a true tree stump over there where the trees come down. But again, you know, I can't show you everything. But hopefully with what I am showing, you're getting a really good overview of everything that's here. I mean, take a look at this one here. That is made exquisitely, I have to say. Looks like it's got an urn in the center of it in there behind those curtains right there. So that would have cost something even in its day. I'll go down through here and look at a few of these, and then I'll call it the end, because you've got a good overview of everything. You can see the amount of traffic out here on Broadway, and I don't want to bore you to tears here. Okay, I promised you different, neat, interesting things. Here it is, right here in front of you. Okay, it says John W. Mandeville. He died April the 13th of 1903. He was aged 46 years. May you rest in peace. And if you look at that thing closely, look at the designs. There's a lot of things on it. Some of them I can't even make out, but I mean, that's very intricate. And then again, it's like it's set on what looks like wood to me at the very bottom. So again, probably one of those, you know, woodmen of the world. I believe, yeah, it says it up here just underneath the fork right there. So that's what that is. And this one says a Dewey. It's just an obelisk here. And the reason I walked down here to begin with was this great big one right here. I want to show that to you. But here as I'm walking by, just look at the writing on this. Look how worn and haggard that is. Yeah, I want to show you this. This is another one of these standing up one. 4 columns here. Got a cylinder in the middle. Gertrude. So very, very neat. So walk down through here and see some of these others. All right, so I wanted to bring you this whole one here. You see there's a woman. It looks like she's looking off in the distance for someone. And you can see the intricacy of this monument built. And it says B.R. Davis actually, born January 27th, 1827, and died April the 6th of 82, I believe that says. So, what, 55 years old? Got a nice monument. We got a great big obelisk here. Now this says Sealy. So that makes me wonder, there's a town called Sealy, Texas. I've been there quite a few times. I wonder if maybe that was, you know, who founded it, or, you know, some of his kin or something. I don't know. Just an interesting thought. But yeah, there's just some decent ones. I'll go down there and look at that one and see if it's worth bringing to you. All right, well, I deem this one worthy of bringing to you. Look at the shape of this, and look how it's made all the way down. It's almost like a skyscraper in a sense. I can't really hardly read anything on it. I believe the person died in 1882 is what I'm thinking that says. Maybe was born in 1872 or maybe 22. Again, it's hard to make out from this distance, and I'm not about to walk up there. I just don't walk on this kind of ground. That's not my thing. So, you know, just a respect for the dead. You call it what you will. But that's another little neat one right there. So I want to bring that to you. Just give you a look down there as I come back around, and we will head back this way and see what else we can find. Now, this one here, we're at the back of it actually, and you see the lady's arm is broke off, and it looks like she's probably another one that was looking off in the distance. But we can get closer to this one here now. Look at this. Wallace Nagel. He was 8 years old and 6 months, born 1875, died January the 9th, 1883. And Charles Crowe was born January 15th, 1821. He died April the 5th of 1884. No doubt the father. There's a handshake. There's a Simpson down there. And look at that. Here, let me get you close to that. Just so you know, you see I'm still standing down here on the sidewalk. But this thing is this close to us, so that's pretty cool. Over here it says Richard Cole, born August 30th, 1853, and died June 11th, 1888. So wow, that's what, 29 years old. There's sweet rest in heaven. Teresa Drinkwater, wife of Daniel Drinkwater, born October 2nd, 1859. She died October 27th, 1882. Oh my goodness, what, 23 years old barely. Wow. Another stump right there. So let's see, I'll bring you a couple obelisks over there, and maybe that one, and that's going to be about the end of it. So stick with me here for just another minute or so. I saw this woman you see standing beside an urn, and she's looking down, and she's looking very heartbroken. And this says mother. That is the only thing I can read on it. So it's very, very old, no doubt about it. So pretty cool. All right, stick with me here. Here, I'll just show you this obelisk before I shut this off. Yeah, this is the one I showed you from the back a minute ago, that you can see the woman with the broken arm up there, Simpson. And then this one is W.W. Simpson, born January 21, 1840, died January 10, 1885, so 44 years old. Died 11 days before his birthday there. That one's made kind of neat right there, is it not? And then this one right here, look, it's like it's got a house on top of it or something. Wild, with an E on the end, on the bottom down there. 1869, I want to say, to 1932. And then look at this one, that's also made sort of kind of like a house. 1883 was the death. 25 years old, John Thomas, only son of Dr. Thomas and Martha A. McClanahan. August 23rd, 1862 to June 26, 1895. Okay, I want to show you this one. It says Walker at the bottom, Edward A. Walker. Born in Charleston, South Carolina, August the 11th, 1849. And died August the 21st, 1889. So he barely lived to be 50 years old. He was 50 years and 10 days old when he died. And look, it looks like it's got a curtain hanging over it. That one, the face is completely gone. True of that one as well, and that one as well. And look at this, Mama, Daddy, Marguerite and William P. Balls at rest. Interesting. Oh wow, okay, I'll show you this in a second, but I like the color of that. Just wanted to show that to you. Look at this. Now this column looks like it's broken. You see all the uneven places on it. But I mean, I think maybe it was made to look that way. But that does say "Thy will be done," so that's broken off of that. But see, Glenn Rourke Sr. is made this way 1890 to 1936. That one don't have nothing on it, so I'm not sure of what happened there. But I wanted to show you this one here. See, that sounds like a German cross to me on the top of it. Sarah Ann Scott, wife of Captain Rufus Jameson, born in New York, June 3rd, 1829 or something. Died in 1903, I think. Some of these are hard to read. But you see right here, we're at this corner of the cemetery. Just wanted to show you this great big obelisk right here. This is Moore, W.W. Moore, in memory of. Died, I think maybe January 21st of 1893, I think that says. This is another neat one to show you. I think that's cool how they make these round things like this in different shapes. Papa Schmidt? Papa Schmidt. Yeah, okay, F.D. Schmidt, there we go. Again, there's one that's made sort of like a round pillow back there. That's a different color, that's for sure. That one, that's cool. Here's one that says Mama on that cross right there. Sweeney. Okay, and then this other obelisk right here. I guess we'll pretty much finish out with that. This says Ballinger. June 18th, 1829 to September the 3rd of 1897. Hallie Ballinger. So there you go. Alright, well, hopefully this wasn't too boring for you. I hope you enjoyed what I showed you and what I brought to you. Hopefully my voice is coming through good. The wind is pretty strong right now. It's got some good coolness in it. I got 2 jackets on though, so don't worry about me getting too cold. So I will see you on the next video, and if you liked it, give it the old thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, share it.